Begin in 3, 2, 1. Give me a question on the cell wall.
What's one function of the cell wall?
To support and protect the cell.
So you can use those now to shoot around. For this competition, it's whoever can build a cell in the least amount of time, so it's knowing the answers to every question, also being able to construct your cell quickly, which Malcolm's doing well. Malcolm's other adversary is Brody Jones.
And Malcolm, what type of cell are we building today? A plant cell.
Okay.
Give me a question on the cell membrane.
What's another name for the cell membrane?
Phospholipid bilayer.
Okay, you can use that to make your cell membrane. If you can cut it open. Oh man, this is sad.
It's working. Look at that.
It's going relatively quickly for this. Oh, missed a spot there. Not the best job. Some of the characteristics we're going to use to grade this is how it looks. So,
Hurry! Give me a question on the central vacuole.
What does the central vacuole have inside of it?
It can hold water, food, and waste for the cell. Correct.
So you put that
Give me a question on the nucleus.
What is the function of the nucleus?
It holds DNA and gives direction to the cell.
Yep, correct.
Give me a question on chloroplast.
What is a stack of glycolides called in a chloroplast?
Granum.
You can have those. You have to have at least 5.
Give me a question on Golgi bodies.
What does the Golgi body do to a protein?
It prepares it to leave the cell or become an enzyme that works for the cell.
Yeah, you can use that. Make those Golgi bodies good. Okay, that's good.
Give me a question on ribosomes.
Where are ribosomes located in a cell? What's one place?
They can be located on the rough ER.
You can take those. You can spread those throughout the cytoplasm.
Give me a question on lysosomes.
What's one function of a lysosome?
They collect all of the waste from the cell like a garbage collector.
Yep. Put like 3 of those in. There you go.
And give me a question on mitochondria.
What is the liquid inside of a mitochondria called?
The mitochondrial matrix.
Yep, you can use those to make sure you put a bunch of those in. And I believe you are done. Malcolm, your time.
Brody, what do all cells have in common? All cells have DNA, a cell membrane, and ribosomes. Do both plant cells and animal cells have a cell wall? No, Thomas. Just plant cells have a cell wall. Alright, give me a question on the cell membrane. Okay, Brody, what's the cell membrane made of? The cell membrane is made of phospholipids and proteins. Thomas, give me a question on the nucleus. Brody, name one structure inside of the nucleus. The nucleolus. Which organelle would you like next? I'll go with the central vacuole. Is the vacuole larger in plant cells or animal cells? In plant cells. Give me a question on Golgi bodies.
Where do proteins come from before they go to Golgi bodies?
From the rough ER, and they come in a vesicle.
Correct. Making them look nice and neat.
Alright, give me chloroplasts.
How many membranes does the chloroplast have?
2 membranes.
Correct. Ooh.
Mitochondria.
What are the folds in the mitochondria's membrane called?
Cristae.
Correct.
Give me ribosomes.
What do the ribosomes make?
Proteins.
Correct. Make sure. Gosh.
Give me lysosomes.
What's a nickname for a lysosome?
The garbage stage.
True. Making it look nice and neat-ish. It's not neat at all. This is embarrassing.
Is that it?
I believe so. I think you got everything. You are
Boom!
done. So we came to the conclusion by looking at these
That's a
two
close match.
cells that Malcolm got 15 seconds subtracted from his time for making his cell look so beautiful. Look how everything's just well put together there. And then so he had a time of 4 minutes and 3 seconds overall. So we'll see how that turns out in the end. And then we looked at Brody's here, which was just ugly in general. Like, what's that? And then looks like the central vacuole got eaten and stuff, and like ribosomes are scattered throughout. They're outside of the cell membrane somehow. And the cell wall is it's just a bad cell in general. So we added 15 seconds onto Brody's cell. And so Brody ended up with a time of 3:35 and ended up winning, even though his cell was so terrible. Malcolm took way too long making his cell, which was not a good idea because, well, it just wasn't a good idea because it took him too long. So that's the end. Be nice to each other and
See you next week.